Good morning, guys. Hello and welcome to another nice and sunny day out here in New York City. So after all the island hopping of yesterday, I realized that I didn't get a chance to explore one more island where I can go to, where you don't need to take a ferry. There's a different mode of transport to get there. So we're gonna do that now first, and then we'll see where else we go from there. But before all of that, I'm gonna head to a deli or a local shop to grab some breakfast, and then we start doing the journey. And we'll see where is a nice place to eat the breakfast, but for the moment I just want it in hand so I can enjoy at some point. And the weather is being cooperative and nice again, so let's get started. I've been eating out at these delis for a while now, since I got here. I like the fact that they make fresh breakfast, omelets and sandwiches, etc. on the spot. The one I went to yesterday on the way to island hopping, the little island, they also had fresh smoothies as well, so that's really nice. So if you want a breakfast on the go, that's one way to do it. Otherwise, you can always go to a bakery and grab some coffee and croissant and the conventional stuff. All of these delis are like super confusing. They have so many choices inside, but I think I finally made up my mind. So I got a veggie omelette, loaded with veggies, and some toast. Oh, I guess you didn't see that with the reflection of aluminium, but anyways, you get the idea. And some coffee to get me going. They had this kind of like a convenience store side as well, so if you wanted iced coffee, that's where you get it from. So gonna enjoy some nice breakfast. I'm sitting out in a park. There are people doing some workout. There are kids playing football over there in the distance. It's a really nice place to hang out and enjoy the omelette. Finally made it to the Roosevelt Island, and there is this tramway as well here that brings you across to the other part of the island. And I learned about this from one of those shops that I was using to pass some time when I was at the Indy airport. The shops where they sell the neck pillows and stuff. So I asked the guy, they were talking about New York, and I asked them like what could I do that doesn't qualify as like super touristy things. And that's when I learned about this, and he had some photos that he showed me, and then he told me like you could go there, spend a bit of time there. It's a pretty long island all the way, so I guess this is where most of the people spend their time, unless you want to go to the lighthouse at the very end. But yeah, so that's the first plan of the day, is to spend some time here, explore this island which I missed out yesterday. So let's see what this island has to offer. Also, another thing, have you noticed this is called the Roosevelt Island Tramway? I thought tram is like the regular tram. Turns out cable car here is called a tramway. In Finland they used to call it a gondola, which is what boats are called in Venice. I'm always confused, they keep changing the name. They don't always call it a cable car, which is the common name I'm used to. And I think that's the bridge that I walked on yesterday, at least part of it anyway. So this cable car goes like right parallel to it, so I have a really nice view of the bridge again, but like different view of the city from here along the bridge all the way on that side. So I think it's paid, but it's more or less the same ballpark as you pay for the metro, so shouldn't be super expensive. And one more piece of information about the public transport here, like I've been using contactless payment all the time, because I think after a certain number of rides you start earning free rides as well. So if you use same card, same device over and over, within a certain period of time, then you start accumulating free rides, and you don't have to worry about coins and exact change and stuff. So that was very convenient. I also saw that on the bus on Staten Island yesterday, and then they have it on the metro anyway. Okay, so there is a tourist information center right at the tram counter. So I spoke to the lady to orient myself a little bit. So she mentioned there is this red shuttle bus that goes around island all day, all night, kind of similar to the Staten Island ferry, and it's also free. So you can either use that, because the periphery of this island is about 4 kilometers. So you could do that, or you could walk, because it's a nice and sunny day. I'm walking. The northernmost tip, which is where the lighthouse is. Oh yeah, this is the shuttle bus stop. So like red stops like this. Northernmost tip, which is where I'm headed towards the lighthouse, is about 40 minutes from there, and along the way you can find cafes and stuff and nice views of the island. So that's the plan. Just walk around a bit, explore at least one of the sides, and there are like cafes and Cornell University's tech campus and some other things to do on the other side, but I guess I'll stick to this side. She said it's a bit more interesting, and cafes and stuff are mostly on this part. I guess this makes it north. I don't know, I'm always confused, but the sun is on my right, the bridge is on the right, so it does feel like this is north. But anyways, let's enjoy. Pigeon seemed super friendly. It was following me for quite a bit, like a couple of 100 meters. Wasn't scared of anything. It's quite different color from the regular gray colored city pigeons. So was a nice little friend. Comment down below if you have a name for my newly found pet pigeon, who might have flown away to meet his girlfriend or something, but was a fun little short ride with him. That's the lighthouse behind me, and a couple of sculptures as well. So the walk here was really picturesque. I also saw a bunch of seaplanes, different kind of boats cruising by. And then this is the lighthouse. It's very refreshing and has a lot of green area around it. So you could chill here for a bit, have a mini picnic, and enjoy the nice little views. I don't know what these globes are meant to do, but at least they look very interesting. Must be some artistic viewpoint. That was very refreshing. I was walking around barefoot on the grass. The grass is like really soft here by the seaside, and well, this is not the sea, but yeah, by the harbor side, by the lighthouse. I also took a nice little nap. Now I'm starting to feel a little bit hungry. On the way over here, I remember seeing a Mexican all-you-can-eat restaurant. Well, at least they had the board sign. So I'll go and check if they are offering the all-you-can-eat option now for lunch. That should be pretty interesting. I asked the Mexican family that I met yesterday in the previous vlog if the Mexican food here is like really authentic Mexican, or is it like westernized now. So They said it's not really authentic, it's like completely different. So, but anyways, if this is all you can eat, I guess it's the volume makes up for it. So that was a really epic lunch, unlimited lunch for a cuisine that you have no idea how the dishes look like. It could be risky at times, like I completely misinterpreted the sizes of various dishes and I'm totally in a food coma right now. But anyways, it's done. Time to head over to Times Square and check out the vibes of Times Square. So that's the New York Stock Exchange. I'm done exploring the Times Square, now in the financial district. You check out the Wall Street, that was the Stock Exchange, and then the icon, the raging bull as the icon of the world stock markets. And then probably that should help wrap up this vlog. Let's see. First time in the US financial district, so it's a different kind of vibes. Times Square was like completely packed with people. It was impossible to vlog. People were playing a whole bunch of music. There were different kind of stunts and stuff, so we just checked out the vibes. And then it's kind of like very overwhelming, to be very honest. I got really tired with all of the chaos happening around, so then I decided to leave. We came here and this is completely empty. There's like nobody here. That was really interesting. A short stop, but I saw a mom explain to her 4-year-old child what a New York Stock Exchange is and how people make money in stocks, which is impressive. A 4-year-old already wants to know what that is. And what's with the bronze statue of the girl in front of it? I don't know the significance, but everybody wanted to take a selfie out there. So that behind me is the iconic raging, charging bull of the New York Stock Exchange. I took a small detour to the 9/11 memorial. I guess by now I've seen more or less everything, so kind of did like a more of a miscellaneous day. But the key highlight was the Roosevelt Island that I missed yesterday, so managed to cover that up today. Oh, there's a nice fountain and a garden here. It's interesting how people are going super crazy for taking selfies with the bull. There's a big line going all around it, and then everybody is like yelling at everybody else for trying to jump the queue. But anyways, I took some side shots and that's good enough for me. But for the moment, this is a nice view to wrap up this episode and this mini travel series of New York. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like, share and subscribe. And the next travel series that I'm planning to kick off, that's still cooking in my head. I won't jinx it just yet, but the plan is to go for a slightly longer backpacking trip, and if it works out, it's going to be one epic trip. So let's see if we could make it materialize, and if we do, hopefully the next vlog onwards would be a new travel series. Until then, this is the Rustic Wanderer signing off. See you next time.